Get ready to have your mind blown with these wild and wacky animal facts. From the tiniest insects to the largest mammals, our planet is home to an incredible array of creatures. Let's explore some of the most bizarre and mind-boggling facts about animals that you probably never knew before.
Are you struggling to explain your idea? Your audience is not getting what you're trying to say. An animated explainer video is a perfect solution for you. Explainer video simplifies any complex ideas through engaging animations, transitions, voiceovers, and meaningful scripts, which all together create a fun experience for any viewer. And here comes 10 Studio, a team of skilled professionals dedicated to creating engaging explainer videos. With over thousands completed projects, we have the expertise to create explainer videos that break down your message and connect with your audience. Get in touch with 10 Studio today.
Petopedia.
Looking for an adorable companion pet that thrives on attention and love? Well, sugar gliders, widely known as honey gliders, can be well suited for you. So, in today's video, we're going to show you surprising facts about sugar glider. Sugar glider. Wondering why this name? Well, sugar gliders get their name from their extreme love for sugar. Their natural habitat includes sweets in their diet. Yes, they are animals with a sweet tooth, and no matter what sweet treat you give them, they will enjoy it. Apart from sugary foods, they also eat veggies, insects, and other food supplements. Since they are omnivorous, their diet is highly varied. Sugar gliders have fingers like humans. It may make their hands look a bit weird. They have opposable thumbs and forefingers on both hands and feet. Each finger has a sharp toe that helps them to hook easily like Velcro to most non-stick surfaces. Also, they can grip trees when they are gliding. Besides, their fingers stick very well to help them navigate life in the rainforest. Sugar gliders are known to have a loud bark. Yes, heard that right. Most often, they might be compared to a dog for their barking. Considering these tiny creatures are mostly nocturnal, pet owners may find themselves hearing quite a bit of noise when they should be sleeping. You will be simply surprised to know that sugar glider can harm their own kids. Still can't believe it, as they look so adorable. Yes, they can be vulnerable to their own kids when they're stressed. Moreover, these animals can be very messy and dirty. When they're disturbed or mentally depressed, they hurt their own kids. It especially happens from unhealthy diets and irregular daily patterns. So it's necessary to keep them under the proper monitoring to avoid mental stress. Since sugar gliders are social animals, they don't like living alone at all. Instead, they prefer living in colonies in the wild forest. In their colony, it is common to find 7 to 9 adults and their children all cohabiting together. This is why they're widely social in nature and love living with big fat families. Sugar gliders may get depressed. Yep, heard it right. A depressed sugar glider may seem disinterested in food. A loss of appetite is the most common symptom to figure out that a sugar glider is depressed. To some extent, they can even die due to depression. So, getting early treatment for their depression is the best thing you can do for them. Sugar gliders are social and produce different types of sounds to interact. For these nature, they can make wonderful pets and bond closely with their human parents. If you give them special care and entertainment and socialize with them, they'll be the best docile pet for you. Gliders can live up to 15 years old, so they are a long-time commitment as a pet parent. Have you ever noticed a diamond-shaped patch right on the forehead of the male sugar glider? They have a distinct blad on the top of their head. It's a scent gland of them. It appears when they reach sexual maturity around 12 to 15 months of age. On the plus side, it helps them to mark their females and offspring quite easily. As sugar gliders' ears are quite sensitive, and their ears move independently to help them hear approaching predators or even locate food. Such helpful, right? These ears move independently and are highly sensitive to sound. Another interesting fact is that they have a great sense of smell to find prey and food. With a good sense of smell and hearing, they can easily recognize their territory and mates. Can sugar gliders fly? Unfortunately, sugar gliders cannot. But they do glide some impressive distances due to a unique body part. They love to jump around from their cages to their owner's shoulder. To a couch, they can reach about 150 feet and easily can leap out to catch flying insects. Oh, look at these mini fluffy cows. Aren't they too adorable? And what about keeping them as pet? Yes, the ideal pet for the country dweller. No noise, low maintenance, and is also gentle. Aren't they too perfect to adopt right away? Yeah, but hold on, because there are some things you must know before adopting a mini cow. Wondering what are they? Let's check them out. Make up your mind to spend plenty of time similarly to having a small child. Adopting a mini cow means you need to take the whole responsibility. Also, manage enough for them. If you find difficulties managing your time, then you might go for another pet. To adopt this adorable miniature cow, you must meet the age requirement. As per the law, a person should be at least 18 to adopt a pet. So, if you are underage, then wait, or convince any adult from your home who can take responsibility. If you're an adult, it's a breeze. Just gather your paperwork to show your age and income stability with valid documents. It's as simple as that. These mini cattle have many varieties. Some of them are easy to maintain, whereas some are high maintenance. So, don't just adopt mini cows by their cute looks. Instead, consult someone and decide which one you can take care of. By the sound mini, you might think you can easily keep them in your home. But no. Though it's not giant like a regular cow, it still requires enough space to live. So, it's a big no for apartment owners. Only if you live in the countryside or have at least 1 acre of pasture per cow, then welcome. These incredibly cute cattle are yours. Imagine having a pet that is not aggressive but gentle. How does it sound? Peaceful, right? But are they less expensive? No, it's actually more expensive than a regular cow. Depending on the breed, the average price is between $1,800 to $3,500. So, make sure you have enough budget before adopting them. Getting a low-maintenance mini cow and seeing them playing in the field? How entertaining is this? But that won't be entertaining if they get sick. To keep them active and playful in winter, they need heat lamps. Harnesses might seem unnecessary, but it's an essential tool for weak cows. It actually designs to give supports to any draft animal. Like the regular cow, they can also carry heavy things. So, to lead or train them, it will be best to use a harness. The fluffiness of this furry pal makes them a cuddle doll, also a perfect place for worms. But these worms cause several health issues. To control the worms, use some arbelay. It's actually used in farms with many cows or cows with small teats. This pulsating milking machine for mini cows simulates strength, and the frequency of human hands will give this little buddy a more comfortable milking experience. To function the body properly, mini cows need salt blocks. They don't have other resources like their wild cousins to fulfill their salt needs, as they are confined by fences. That's why the owner should provide a salt block to quench their salt cravings. Like cats and dogs, these lil pals also need a checkup to keep them healthy. Before adopting them, one must know about their maintenance, and for that, vet is best to consult. Weaning rings look terrible, but it's not. It's the least stressful way to wean a calf. Despite the look of them, the weaning rings do not hurt the calf at all. The calf and the mother can stay together to comfort and groom one another during the weaning period. The ring just prevents the calf from suckling. Mini cows enjoy the company of other miniature bovines. When they get kept alone, they can become stressed and even depressed. So, even if you are not a farm owner, but it will be best if you adopt at least one pair together. Boundary fences need to be well maintained and strong enough for the miniature furries. And make sure to avoid barbed wire because it's harmful to them. If the fences already have barbed wire, then replace it with plain wire. Mini cows can tolerate extreme low temperatures. To keep them healthy even in winter, it's best to add a layer of protection. The calf coats help regulate body temperature and save on energy use. To make them feel safe, it's necessary to make a bond with them. Just run your hands all over them, and that's enough to make these amiable creatures comfortable around you. By doing this, you will remain familiar with your cattle and be able to notice their changes. When it comes to keeping an exotic aquatic pet, nothing but axolotls are an amazing pick. Its colorful and unique appearance makes it perfect for keeping as a pet in the aquarium. And to know more about them, let's have a look at cool facts about axolotls. What can be more surprising than an older creature still looking like a larva? Yep, you're hearing it right. Axolotls look like babies throughout their entire lifetime. They are newt-neck creatures and they don't lose their larva features even if they are 10 years old. But don't think that they don't develop their internal organs. Rather, they do it in an appropriate way. They get mature by developing lungs. With 15 years of the average life cycle, they appear as cute baby faces and hold it till their last day. Axolotl. Bit tongue-twisting to pronounce right? Well, you're not the only one who has mispronounced his name in the first place. The word axolotl comes from the Aztecs' Nahuatl language. Do you know what this term refers to? It refers to water dog, from the explanation of Aztec mythology. Also, for their unique appearance with feet, they are known as water dragons or water monsters. Axolotls are carnivorous. You might be wondering about how a little creature that looks so innocent can be carnivorous. But they eat everything from worms to fish and large insects. Plus, they don't let crustaceans go when they are hungry. But the good thing is, they are not picky about meat, whether it's dead or alive, and they love to frequently eat stripes of beef liver, brine shrimp, fish pellets, and earthworms. Do you know that axolotls are familiar with their unique color pattern and feather-like grills? Yes, they come with different color patterns. Their 4 primary colors are white, black, fluorescence, and speckles. Apart from these, they may have more attractive colors. With their vibrant appearances, they simply complement their surroundings. Also, their gills can be of different shades of pink and pinkish red. Another surprising fact is that they can adjust their color to disguise themselves according to their surroundings. When it comes to finding the origin of the axolotl, you will simply be surprised to hear that they are native. Yep, they are native only to Lake Xochimilco in the Valley of Mexico, as well as the canals and waterways of Mexico City. As they are neonatic, they have a high altitude body of water. Also, these aquatic amphibians are only found in the wild in southern Mexican cities. Another surprising fact is that axolotl can regenerate just about any part of their body under the right conditions, including parts of their brain and spine. However, this ability is diminished as the axolotl ages, and they can continue this regenerative ability throughout their entire life, and it makes them unique from the other underwater species. As axolotls are cold-blooded animals, their body temperature depends on their surroundings, and they require a certain temperature range to balance their physical functionalities. and the temperature should be between 61 degrees Fahrenheit to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. But you have to make sure that it does not exceed higher than 68 degrees Fahrenheit and drop lower than 42 degrees Fahrenheit. So, if you want axolotl as your pet, try to ensure that you can keep the temperature of your tank in this range for proper feeding and metabolism. In case the temperature becomes too low, your axolotls won't eat properly and slow down their metabolism. In contrast, with high temperatures, they can suffer from stress and metabolic diseases. Next comes the breeding of axolotls, which happens once a year. They can breed at almost any time of the year, but March and June are the suitable time when they typically breed. The wondering fact is that female axolotl can lay around 100 to 300 eggs in a single spawning. Attaching the eggs to bedding, rocks, or plants, she lays them one by one for better protection, and eggs hatch within 2 weeks. No matter how you want axolotl as pets, whether exotic or underwater, they will simply amaze you. There's no doubt that they are quite popular as pets nowadays. Also, when you're a passion pet keeper and want to make a collection of unique pets, axolotls are a great choice as they're extremely rare in the wild and uncommon to find easily. Their unique yet dazzling appearance makes them a perfect decorative pet in your tank. In terms of communication, axolotls follow a unique method of connecting. Well, instead of calling or howling at each other, they secrete chemical trails to follow each other. Additionally, they have a keen sense of smell, and that's their primary way to detect prey and communicate to other axolotls. Besides, their special sensory organs help them to smell underwater. As a result, they use their nose most frequently for finding food or following other potential mates.
From oversized ears that double as natural coolers to their incredible night vision, we'll explore 13 fascinating facts about fennec fox that will leave you shocked. Fennec foxes are the desert superstar with super-sized ears. Not only are their ears adorable, but they also work like magical air conditioners. In the blazing desert heat, these giant ears help the fennec fox stay cool by radiating body heat away. It's like having its very own built-in cooling system. How cool is that? Imagine having superhero-level hearing. That's what fennec foxes have. These tiny foxes are experts at detecting even the quietest sounds of their prey moving underground. They can hear insects tiptoeing on the sand. How amazing is that? It's like they have built-in radar to find their food. With their super hearing powers, they become stealthy hunters in the desert, making sure nothing escapes their keen ears. When fennec foxes go hunting, they turn into stealthy ninjas of the desert. They move so quietly and carefully that their prey doesn't even notice them coming. This skill makes them incredible predators, able to catch their meals with surprising ease in the harsh desert environment. Their sneaky hunting techniques are truly impressive. Tiny but mighty, fennec foxes are skilled hunters. Despite being small, they fiercely go after prey much larger than themselves, like small rodents and birds. Their secret weapon? Superb stealth and precision. These cute desert dwellers may look innocent, but they're fierce predators in their sandy domain. Their size doesn't hold them back. They're experts at getting their next meal. Fennec foxes are nimble climbers, effortlessly conquering dunes and rocky landscapes. Their remarkable agility helps them explore their desert home with ease. From scaling sandy hills to navigating rough terrain, these little foxes are nature's acrobats. Their talent for climbing enables them to find food and shelter while evading potential dangers. It's like watching a desert ninja in action. So, next time you see a fennec fox on the move, marvel at its impressive climbing skills. Fennec foxes are desert wonders. In their natural home, they live around 10 years, but guess what? In the comfort of captivity, they can live even longer. They're expert diggers and climbers, and their big eyes give them incredible night vision. Living them in the wild or supporting conservation keeps these little foxes thriving for years. With their huge eyes perfectly adapted for dim light situations, fennec foxes are the ultimate night vision masters. These cunning little creatures can see remarkably well in the dark, making them superb hunters during their nocturnal escapades. These special eyes allow them to spot prey and navigate their sandy desert homes with ease. Just imagine them as stealthy, wide-eyed adventurers of the night. Fennec foxes are like desert architects. They are fantastic diggers and create intricate underground homes in the sandy dunes. These cozy burrows serve as their cool hideouts during the blazing hot days and safe nurseries for their adorable babies. It's their clever way of beating the scorching sun and taking care of their family at the same time. These tiny foxes sure know how to make the desert their comfy home. Fennec foxes amaze us by surviving long stretches without drinking water. How do they do it? Well, they're like little water detectives. Instead of gulping water, they get their hydration from the food they eat. Juicy fruits and succulent roots provide the necessary moisture to keep them going in the hot, dry desert. It's a smart trick that helps them thrive in their arid home. Truly remarkable, isn't it? Fennec foxes are super social. They live in cozy family groups of about 10 members. Imagine them as a tight-knit desert squad. These cute creatures have giant ears like built-in air conditioners to beat the scorching heat. Plus, they're fantastic hunters, stalking their prey silently with big eyes for night vision. They can spot even the tiniest critters. Fennec foxes may seem quiet, but don't be fooled. These adorable creatures have quite the language. They communicate with each other using a range of sounds like barks, whines, and chirps. It's their way of chatting and staying connected in their tight-knit family groups. So, even though they might look all cute and silent, they've got a whole secret world of communication going on. Did you know that the tiny fennec fox, despite its short legs, can zoom at incredible speed for up to 20 miles per hour? It's like having a speedy sports car in the desert. These little runners use their agility to catch prey and escape from danger. Imagine watching these adorable creatures dash across the sandy dunes with lightning-fast moves. It's a true marvel of nature. The demand for fennec foxes, our exotic pets, has led to illegal trafficking and negatively impacted wild populations. It is essential to discourage the illegal pet trade and support responsible conservation efforts.
Who doesn't love to have tiny, cuddly, furry critters like a hamster? These are widely popular because of their sass and sweetness, and from their continuously growing teeth to scary reactions. There are a lot of shocking facts to know about them. So here are the 13 shocking facts about these little balls of fluff, which definitely blow your mind. Hamsters are born with a complete set of 16 teeth. Really? Yep, they don't have milk and adult teeth, but only one set that lasts their entire life. But their incisor teeth have no roots and never stop growing. By gnawing, they keep their teeth nice and sharp. That's also preventing overgrown teeth. Most hamsters are nearly blind in bright light. They're colorblind as well. Even so, it can't see much past the tip of its own nose. Their poor eyesight might make them weak from their pets. But they have strong smell and hearing abilities. That's the reason they are still survivable. If you have a hamster, you might notice sometimes they suddenly freeze for a while. Why do they do that? It is because they suddenly forget what they're doing. They have short-term memory which lasts for 3 seconds only. That's the reason sometimes they fail to recognize their owner also. Sleeping for a whole day might make anyone think, why are hamsters too lazy? But don't judge too quickly. They sleep all day so they can be very noisy at nights. As they're nocturnals, they love to explore at nights. So, to have a sound sleep, it is best to keep them out of the bedroom. It's pleasing to see little baby hamsters, right? But it could be life-taking for the mommy hamster. Yes, you heard it right. Overbreeding could lead them to death. And this is quite a usual reason for death among hamsters. Because of the overbreeding, they become prone to heart failure. This is sad and shocking, but there is no cure for it. Look at this fluffy ball. Isn't it so innocent and gentle? Indeed they are. But sometimes they can bite you hard.
Why? Because it's their defense mechanism. If you forcefully tame them, they feel threatened and got scared. That's the reason to save themselves they bite you. This biting habit also saves them from being prey. With small holes, can or paper towel tubes, these pocket pets can easily fit in any small holes. You might be wondering whether they have bones or not. Surely they have. Their bone is very flexible. That's why they can flatten their bodies according to their needs and easily hide any small space. Male or female, both gender of hamsters are promiscuous in nature. Female and male hamsters have multiple mates. During the breeding season, a male hamster travels from one burrow to another and mates with every female that they come across. Want to know what female hamsters do after mating? They just kick out the male hamster from their burrow. This little speedy is actually a hidden buddy because they like to sleep in closed spaces. Things like flower pots or tubes are the perfect place for them. Wondering why? They might not want to disturb by anyone while sleeping like you. And their hidden sleeping tendencies sometimes make it difficult to locate them. Though they have a little brain with short-term memory, but they're not dumb. Hamsters can memorize very basic everyday objects and routines. Regular interaction with the owner also left a mark on their memory. By the smell and tone, they can remember their owner, and this ability also helps them to survive. Have you ever noticed sometimes hamsters run backward? Shocking, right? No, they are not possessed. Actually, the reason for their backward running is maybe their habitat is too small or they are stressed or bored, which makes them run as quickly backward as they can forward. This backward running sometimes helps them to escape easily from their cage. The adorable little furry might look gentle, but not actually. There are some species of hamsters, like Syrian one, that are very aggressive when it's to their territory. They love to stay alone and are extremely territorial. These furious loners don't like to live near other hamsters. If the other one enters their territory, they bite the other hamster and may even kill it. Now comes to the most shocking fact about hamsters that definitely blows your mind. Mom hamsters eat their own babies. Yeah, it's shocking but true. When the mommy hamster feels excessively stressed, they eat their babies. And it's quite common among new mommy hamsters. Whenever they face difficulties to handle the young one, they kill it. And it mostly happens when the father hamster is not around or they're disturbed by other things.
Do you remember Perry the platypus from Phineas and Ferb? Perry and Phineas have shared a lovely and close bonding as pet and owner for years, right? Watching that, you might have also wanted a platypus as your pet during childhood. But apart from that, do you know that platypus is one of Australia's most recognized animals? This semi-aquatic creature comes with water-resistant fur and loves to play in the freshwater rivers. Sounds interesting? Well, let's find out some of the more interesting facts about platypus. Leaps to your mind first seeing the giant creature, a hoax that is created by putting parts together of different animals, right? Yep, because it has a paddle-shaped tail like a beaver, a sleek, furry body like an otter, and a flat bill and webbed feet like a duck. Ah, such a mixed yet awesome creation. Platypus really doesn't have any stomach, not even the digestive enzymes or acids to break the food down. You might be thinking about where their eaten food goes. Well, instead of having a separate pouch to store eaten food, its esophagus is directly connected with its intestine. And whatever foods they intake, all of them directly digest in their intestine from their gullets. Platypus with the sixth sense. Sounds surprising? Yes, they can sense what is around them. As its bill has thousands of cells, it can easily detect the electric fields of any living thing. Having an electromechanical sensory apparatus, the platypus can easily feel the presence of prey even with its eyes closed. It means they mainly see with their bills. Can you believe this cute and naive creature is venomous? Yeah, it's true. They're one of just a few mammals that are venomous. You can consider it a reptilian characteristic in mammals. But don't think that they carry venom in their teeth like reptiles. Instead, they have separated venom glands and male platypuses have a hollow spur on each hind leg connected with this gland. Another fact about platypus is that they don't have teeth to chew. Wondering why? Okay. Inside their bill, they don't have teeth and use their gravels as makeshift teeth to break down tougher food. They can't choose some of their favorite foods. Instead, they pack it all into cheek pouches and carry it up to the surface, where it can be munched away. Coming with 2 layers of fur, they will look overdressed to you. They have one coat of fur for insulation and another one for waterproofing. They use their fur to trap a layer of air next to the surface of their skin to just keep them dry and buoyant while swimming underwater. As they spend about 12 hours for hunting food underwater, the layered coats are literally life-saving for them. Mammals don't lay eggs, right? But being a mammal, platypuses lay eggs. Platypus is one of just a handful of mammals that lay eggs. This nature makes them a monotrim. And you'll be surprised to hear that they're one of only 5 monotrim species left on the Earth. A female platypus usually lays only 2 eggs at a time and rarely leaves her streamside den while nursing her young. When she does leave, she plugs the den opening with dirt.
Are you thinking about getting a pet red-eared slider turtle? Before you do, let's dive into some fun facts about these little critters. From their unique communication style to their love for slow water, these turtles are full of surprises. So get ready to learn some fascinating facts about red-eared slider turtles that will make you want to adopt one as a pet. Who knew that red-eared slider turtles are such a temperature-sensitive bunch? Just a few degrees too high or too low and you end up with a party full of ladies or gents. That's some serious climate control gender selection. Yeah, the gender of red-eared slider turtles is determined by the temperature at which their eggs incubate. Warmer temperatures, above 86 degrees Fahrenheit or 30 degrees Celsius, produce females, while cooler temperatures below 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 degrees Celsius produce males. This phenomenon is called temperature-dependent sex determination, which is common among reptiles. Forget about the fancy turtle language. These guys are all about the physical touch. It's like they're always saying, "Hey there, buddy, can I touch you for a sec? I just need to feel your energy." Red-eared slider turtles have a good sense of touch and rely on it to communicate. They communicate with each other through touch and vibrations, which they feel through their bodies and the surrounding water. You won't find any red-eared slider turtles hanging out with the penguins and polar bears in Antarctica. Those cold-blooded creatures need their warmth, and Antarctica just doesn't have the right beach vibes for them. Red-eared slider turtles are native to North America and can survive in extremely cold regions like Antarctica. They are semi-aquatic and need to bask in the sun to regulate their body temperature, which they can do in cold climates. They're like the chill bros at the party. They're super friendly and easy to get along with, but they're also the ones who bought a bunch of snacks that nobody asked for and overstayed their welcome. Can't hate them though. They are often released into the wild by pet owners and their population has increased rapidly, leading to competition with native species for food and habitat. It's a good thing red-eared slider turtles don't have teeth, or else they'd be chomping on everything in sight like a toddler with new teeth. Instead, they just have some sharp little beaks like a tiny bird on a tortoise body. They're omnivorous and eat a variety of food, including plants, insects, and small animals. If only our pets were as low maintenance as red-eared slider turtles. These little guys are like the college roommate who never does their dishes but still somehow manages to keep the place tidy. Red-eared slider turtles are easy to care for and don't require much attention. They need a clean tank with a basking area, UVB light, and a varied diet. They also need to be kept in an appropriate temperature range of 75 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, 24 to 29 degrees Celsius. Red-eared slider turtles might be deaf, but they're still great at picking up on the vibes. They're like the quiet kid in the back of the class who always knows what's going on, even though they're not participating in the conversation. They can see colors and have excellent night vision. They're also good observers and can detect movement and changes in their surroundings. These turtles are like the hypochondriacs of the animal kingdom. They always seem to have some ailment or another, but luckily they're always really easy to spot when they're not feeling well. Red-eared, slider turtles are susceptible to a variety of diseases, but they show visible signs of illness such as lethargy, loss of appetite, and abnormal behavior. Regular checkups and a clean environment can prevent many health problems. Red-eared slider turtles might be slow-moving in the water, but that doesn't mean they're not living their best lives. They're like the little old ladies who stroll around the park with their walking sticks, taking in all the scenery at their own pace. They prefer slow-moving water, such as ponds and swamps. They're not good swimmers and can't tolerate strong currents. They also need a basking area to regulate their body temperature, which is essential for their overall health. Red-eared slider turtles are like the culinary critics of the turtle world. They start out with a more vegetarian palate, but as they get older, they start craving more of that meaty goodness. On the plus side, they have a unique ability to taste different food items. Their taste changes as they age, and they develop a preference for specific types of food. Young turtles prefer a more herbivorous diet, while older turtles prefer a more carnivorous diet. These turtles are like the sunbathers of the animal kingdom. They're always trying to catch some rays, even if it means lounging on a rock for hours on end. They're like need both sun and water to survive. Sunlight is crucial for their metabolism and the production of vitamin D, which is essential for their health. They also need water for swimming, hydration, and regulating their body temperature. A balance of both is essential for their overall well-being.
Who remembers Sonic the Hedgehog? We know you do. If you love hedgehogs or already have one, you know how adorable they are. But did you know they're nocturnal and lactose intolerant? Bet you didn't. To learn more about such facts, stay with us and know the fun facts about a hedgehog. It may take you by surprise, but hedgehogs are nocturnal animals. Yes, that's true. They prefer coming out during nighttime. So if you see them strolling and chilling by themselves late at night, better leave them be. If you assumed hedgehogs were rodents, you're living under a rock, mate. In contrast to popular belief, they are not even close to porcupines. Though they appear so, they're tiny in size and have quills, not venomous spikes. So don't be confused, be smart instead. Hedgies can have over 5,000 quills on their back. How's that even possible? Sounds surreal, but it's true. They raise or lower their quills during threatening situations. In case you notice it in your pet hedgehog, put away any unusual objects and make them feel comfortable. Hedgehogs are capable of hibernating. What? Really? Yep, they can hold themselves up and rest during winter. Although not all hedgehogs hibernate, when they do, the period starts in October and lasts through April. Never give milk to your hedgie. In fact, you should avoid giving them any kind of dairy item as they are lactose intolerant. Even if you let them nibble on a pizza, make sure it's lactose-free. Did you know there are over 15 different species of hedgehogs worldwide? They look and act pretty similar but have some habitual differences. We're sure you weren't aware of their diverse species. If any of your pets needs a pair of glasses, the hedgie will top the list. Yes, you heard that right. Hedgehogs have poor eyesight genetically, so they usually rely on their smelling abilities for hunting or other interactions. Do you know what a group of hedgies is called? An array. You'll be surprised that they're unlikely to be seen as a group because of being solitary creatures. If you have multiple hedgies as pets, you'll love seeing them play with an empty paper towel roll together. These little cuties are omnivorous. You can feed them small worms, but when they're in the wilderness, they'll also snack on slugs, beetles, caterpillars, mice, and frogs as they eat plants and animals. Your pet hedgie might seem enthusiastic and adorable when you try to be friendly. The case is not the same with wild hedgehogs. Why though? It's because they're naturally solitary creatures. And yes, if you don't want a litter of hoglets, don't keep male and female hedgies together, as they only get together while mating. So that's something you should keep in mind. When it comes to keeping adorable pets, we always look for something cute, fluffy, and easy handle. And following this trend, rats can make amazing pets for you. And there are some amazing facts that will actually drive you to have a rat as pet. So, in today's video, we're going to share some interesting facts about rats to keep as pet. Remember how clean Stuart Little was? Yes, rats are actually very clean animals only because they groom themselves constantly. You will hardly smell them bad as they have almost no odor. Plus, they don't require you to groom them or brush their teeth. So they're super clean and fastidious groomers that actually do not like to get dirty at all. In general, if they get something on their fur, they immediately try to clean it off. They love to groom each other and keep them neat. No matter how far the food is, rats can smell it anyways. Yep, you heard that right. They have an incredible sense of smell and are pretty high in terms of olfactory abilities. Their strong sense of smell helps them locate food so that they waste no time in gaining access to it. Also, rats are highly sensitive to smells. And you'll be surprised to hear that some species have been even trained to detect odors specific to landmines and tuberculosis. Rats are very playful animals and can laugh as well. Unfortunately, we can hear it, but they really do. Besides, they love to run, jump, and play fight. Pet rats will often play wrestle with their owner's hand and they get the giggles. Now let's come to the fact of why we can't hear their laughter. Actually, rats communicate at a high frequency than us, which is more than 50 kilohertz. So we can't hear their laughter without a bad detector device. Rats are some of the most social rodents of all. Whenever you have one as a pet, you'll never feel alone with its playful, docile nature. And it's a natural instinct of theirs as rats live in large and cooperative communities in the wild. And this instinct of socialization hasn't been bred out of them. Even with more than 100 years of domestication, they do their best to get attention from you. Wow, such lovely pets they can be. Can rats be house-trained? Yes, indeed, they are highly trainable. You can easily train them for potty, different playful activities, and behavior. After potty training, rats usually defecate in one place in their cage, even if you don't keep a litter box there. Isn't it too civilized as a pet? Another interesting fact is that younger rats tend to learn faster than older ones, because they're more curious about their surroundings. Ah, such a relief to bring a baby rat. Imagine you're enjoying your Sunday pool party with your pet. Sounds thrilling, and it's not a difficult act to do if you have a rat as your pet. Rats are very well equipped for swimming as they have strong legs to tread water. Their tails are great for buoyancy and also help them to cut faster through the water, and it keeps them while swimming in the cold water. Do rats regulate their body temperature? The answer is yes. Though they have a limited capacity to balance their body temperature and do not sweat or pant, wondering how? Well, they do it through the dilation of their venous in their tails. It means unlike humans and other animals, they can direct some of their body heat out through them. Remember how the rat saves land by cutting its net with strong teeth? Maybe it's just a story, but rats truly have super strong teeth to cut almost anything. They can even cut through steel and concrete. Also, they have open vertidentation, meaning that their teeth grow continuously throughout their lives. The incisors, which are specialized for gnawing, continue to grow and curve. Your rat can remember you. Yeah, rats have a great memory and they can recognize you and other rats they've seen before. Wow, what a sharp memory! On top of that, they are considered clever rodents as well. They can easily learn how to get somewhere. There's never any chance of forgetting the route of your rat if you leave them somewhere unknowingly. So this is about interesting facts about rats to keep as pet. Hope you got your best match from the list and let us know what you want to talk about next.
Get ready to dive into the fascinating world of blue vipers, the mythical serpents of Southeast Asia. From their mesmerizing blue hues to their incredible tree-dwelling skills, these venomous creatures are true wonders of nature. Explore their vibrant rainforest habitat that we unveil astonishing facts about their hunting powers, unique camouflage, and remarkable adaptations. Join us on this thrilling journey of exploring blue vipers, where beauty and danger intervene in perfect harmony. Blue vipers, also known as blue tree vipers, are venomous snakes found in Southeast Asia, particularly in countries like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. Their name, blue viper, is derived from stunning blue coloration. These snakes possess a vibrant blue and bluish-green body, which helps them blend in with the foliage of their arboreal habitat. Blue vipers are relatively small snakes, typically measuring between 2 to 3 feet, 60 to 90 centimeters in length. However, some larger specimens have been recorded. These snakes are arboreal, meaning they spend most of their time in trees. They have prehensile tails that assist them in gripping branches and moving around their habitat. Blue vipers are venomous and possess potent venom. They have long, hollow fangs that allow them to inject venom into their prey, which primarily consists of small birds and rodents. The venom of blue vipers is primarily hemotoxic, affecting the blood and causing tissue damage. It can lead to symptoms such as swelling, pain, and, in severe cases, even death if left untreated. Blue vipers are known for their striking hunting technique. They have unique ability to strike accurately and swiftly from a collide position, enabling them to capture agile prey in the trees. These snakes have a slow metabolic rate, which allows them to survive for extended periods without eating. Blue vipers can go without food for several weeks or even months. Blue vipers are ovoviviparous, meaning the females give birth to live young instead of laying eggs. They typically produce small litters of 4 to 8 offspring. Baby blue vipers have a distinct coloration that differs from the adults. They're born with bright yellow or orange bodies, which gradually change to blue as they mature. The blue coloration of these snakes is the result of structural coloration rather than pigmentation. Tiny modified scales on their skin scatter light, creating a vibrant blue appearance. Blue vipers have excellent camouflage abilities. Their blue coloration and the ability to remain motionless for extended periods help them blend seamlessly with the surrounding foliage, making them difficult to spot. While blue vipers are venomous, they generally prefer to avoid confrontation with humans. They're typically shy and will try to retreat if they feel threatened. However, caution should always be exercised when encountering any venomous snake species.
Iguana, commonly kept as house pets. Do you know that iguanas are one of the most popular pet lizards, and they are commonly kept as house pets? Although they are native to Central and South America, their popularity is spreading worldwide. So let's figure out some of the shocking facts about iguanas. From protecting to escaping, iguana utilizes its tail as if it's a jack of all trades. During times of attacking the enemy, they use their tails to punch. Besides, whenever they have to escape fast from danger, they can detach a part of their tail. And this ability to release their tail from their body when needed make them different from other monitor lizards. On the top of their heads, they have the third eye. You might be thinking they can see their upwards with this third eye. But no, it's just a retina-like structure on their head that connects to the pineal gland of their brain. It doesn't produce any images but senses light and movement, helping iguanas anticipate predatory birds from above. Another interesting fact about iguanas is that they have brave hearts, because they can fall up to 50 feet and can land safely. Yes, they stay stable even falling from trees, and they can easily survive great falls without any injuries. What makes a lizard monitor lizard? Its larger body with a longer lifespan. Yeah, an iguana lives more than 20 years and can grow as long as 6 feet tall. Plus, adult iguanas weigh up to 9 pounds, and in terms of some special cases, their body weight can reach up to 18 pounds. Quite bulk. Shedding skin throughout life is quite unusual, but not for the iguanas. Yes, as they grow, they will start shedding skin continuously. And young iguanas shed several times each year, and older ones shed once a year usually. The main reason for shedding their skin is that wild iguanas live in habitats with high humidity, and it helps them to shed frequently. Iguanas talk to each other. Surprised? Don't be. Instead of using actual verbal language, they use different body signs for interaction, such as bobbing their heads and random movements of the flap of the skin under their neck. And it's called a dewlap, which is a unique way for them to say hello to each other. Iguanas love diving like us, but not with an oxygen cylinder on the back. Haha, well, jokes apart, they can spend more than an hour underwater holding their breath. Yep, you're hearing it right. To some extent, they can hold their breath for up to 4 hours at a time. And thus, they survive underwater without putting in any extra effort. Baby iguanas begin to eat a piece of poop to run the bowels. Sounds crazy? Okay, yes, their poop contains enzymes and works as a probiotic. Young iguanas often intake older iguanas' poop for better digestion. Also, they get the necessary bacteria and enzymes for healthy growth. Iguanas commit suicide? Wondering why? Don't think that they do it for depression. Instead, when they're not treated well, they commit suicide. They require proper care from their owner, and if they don't get that, they simply end their own life. And you will find that most iguanas die at an early age, like in the first year. Lastly, iguanas are kinda lazy lizard, which doesn't like to hunt their food actively. Instead, they love taking a sun bath. They usually sprawl in the sun to keep themselves warm. Another reason is that they are cold-blooded like other reptiles, and their bodies don't produce heat energy. Therefore, they mainly absorb the heat from the sun to stay active and alive. Looking for some solid reasons to keep Maine Coon as your pet? Well, you might already hear that this cat is typically known as the best family pet. Wondering why? Let's figure it out in today's video on why should you get a Maine Coon cat. Owning a cat that is well-behaved and friendly around you is nothing less than a blessing. And in this case, Maine Coon cats will be the answer to all your prayers. They're extremely docile and love human company. Unlike other cat breeds, they don't become aggressive while crossing their boundaries. Instead, you will find them super friendly and rarely can see any unwanted traits from them. Also, they're friendly and playful with other pets. If you have a dog as another pet, your Maine Coon cat will be its best friend. It gets along with doggos so easily, and its size also makes it a suitable companion for dogs. So, if you love both cats and dogs as pets, why not have a Maine Coon cat with your lovely doggo? Coming up next with its intelligent traits, which will simply amaze you. Wondering how? Well, they're distinctly curious about their surroundings. Plus, you'll always find them keen to observe you and follow your routine. So, no matter how you want to train them, they'll always learn it effortlessly and perform exactly the way you want. And as a pet owner, how relieving it is to have a well-trained and smart cat. If you're a beginner in the world of pet parenting, Coons are good for playing exciting games and behaving well around the house. Also, you can train them for small tasks like opening doors or cupboards. Now comes their amazing communicative skill. You might be thinking about how a cat can be communicative. Yes, they love interacting with their owner as well as other household pets. Plus, they will make delightful little sounds to grab your attention. Surprisingly, they have even earned the name Dogs of the Cat's World for their loyal and friendly interaction with their owner. Do you know that Maine Coons are the largest domestic cat breed in the world? Yep, you're hearing it right. They come in a luxurious and thick coat that you'll love to cuddle and snuggle. With a broad and muscular chest, their body size is medium to large, weighing 9 to 25 pounds. Undoubtedly, this large portion of size makes them unique and unusual from other household cat breeds. Who doesn't like a healthy and playful cat? And Maine Coons are widely known as one of the healthiest cats. They rarely need any special nursing when other breeds inherit different health issues even after proper care. All you need to do is ensure a balanced diet and they will remain healthy to live longer. Plus, they have a strong immune system that makes them fight against any unwanted infections. When it comes to looking for an adorable appearance in your pet, the Maine Coon cat is the right choice for you. Its furry body is perfect and super comfy for hugging all day long. Also, they love to cuddle their owner, especially when you come in front of them after long hours. Another attractive body appearance of them is their adorable eyes that vary in color. And their appealing yet innocent eyesight will simply catch your attention to cuddle them and play all day long. Besides, friendliness, cute facial expressions, and huge body size make them the best snuggle partner on your lazy morning or winter midnight. They are loyal and always love to be around you and give you soft touch whenever they pass through you. All in all, if you love to cuddle with your pet frequently, Maine Coons are the best partner for soft and comfy hugs. In case you're a busy pet parent, you might be thinking of a pet that doesn't mind doing its own things. And Maine Coons are independent and won't require too much attention from you. Instead, you will always find them quite around you and not making unnecessary sounds. And most importantly, they are typically loyal and have charming friendliness to most people. So, they can enjoy their playtime with your other family members if you aren't around. Now, you might be thinking about whether Maine Coon cats are right for you or not. Generally, a Maine Coon is very friendly, gentle, and docile to its owners and other home pets. Their large size makes them extremely adorable to take care of. Also, they're healthy and require minimum care to give you hassle-free pet parenting. So, if you hardly can make time for pets but still want to have an adorable one, the Maine Coon is the perfect match for you. So these are the crazy facts about animals you didn't know before. Hope you have found this video insightful. Let us know what you want us to talk about next. Thanks for watching the video. Like, comment, and share this video if you find it useful. Then subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for further updates.